What's up, sports bettors? Tons of baseball today, and we're going to be going through some last-minute player prop bets for the Dodgers-Padres game. Two powerhouses, and we're going to be looking for where the value is. So I ended up finding a positive EV, so a positive expected value bet. These are just data-driven, mathematically profitable bets, right? And it's on Tony Gonsolin, under 4.5 hits allowed. 5.72% profit margin you can see on the bottom row. And if we scroll along, you look for the bet in bold with a circle around it, Gonsolin under 4.5 hits allowed. That's the bet we want to be on, right? So as a data-driven sports bettor, you're always looking for value. You always need to be looking for value in the odds in getting great lines, great prices, right? The fact that every sports book sets lines independently means as a sports bettor, really your job is to hunt for edges in mathematically profitable bets, right? You want to find value in the odds. So we can see Gonsolin under 4.5 hits allowed looks pretty dang good, right? No other sportsbook is giving us better than minus 130 odds. In Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, the most efficient betting market, they're pricing this all the way down at minus 148. So let's start off the long weekend, hopefully with a cash, with a winning bet. So we have a 5.72% profit margin on this bet, quantified using real-time odds from Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, right? And you can see, just looking at the odds, this is a clear pricing discrepancy. Every sportsbook, aside from FanDuel, which is pricing the over and the under at the exact same odds, every other sportsbook has the under heavily juiced, which means that these sportsbooks think the under is more likely to hit, right? Pinnacle has it juiced all the way down to minus 148, and we can pick this up minus 112 on FanDuel. So I went ahead and locked it in. They gave me a max wager of $112. So with the 5.72% profit margin, we're staking $112. Our profit margin in dollars is $6.41, right? Your goal as a sports bettor is place as many positive EV, mathematically profitable bets as you can on a daily basis, right? And essentially you're forming your own hedge fund of mathematically profitable bets, which is of course what you want as a sports bettor. So I went ahead, I locked in the minus 112. Again, 572 is our edge in a percent, right? And we're staking 112. So our profit margin in dollars is $6.41. And again, kind of where this profit margin comes from right here, 5.72%, is you just take the real-time betting market from Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, and you put it into a no-vig odds calculator. So they're pricing the over at plus 112, the under at minus 148. So if we throw that into a zero vig odds calculator, we can see that the true price, once you remove the juice, is minus 126.5, right? Which you see here. That's the true odds, the fair line, whatever you want to call it, once you remove the vig or the juice from the sportsbooks market, right? And we're using Pinnacle because it's the sharpest, most efficient betting market. So it's very valuable when looking for data-driven sports bets, as OddsJam kind of constantly scans the market, looking for these inefficiencies that are sharp, profitable bets, right? So you can see there's a bunch. There are some considerations we discuss in other videos as well, such as market width, right? How confident is Pinnacle in their lines? If they have much higher market width, if the market is very wide, that means they're less confident in their pricing. So in an ideal world, you're finding picks like this one or this one that are very low market width, right? So anyways, I went ahead, I locked the bet in, $112. The win probability of this bet is 55.85%. We're betting at minus 112 odds. So if we throw that into a zero vig odds calculator or an EV calculator with the no vig win percentage, so these are the two calculators you'll be using the most on OddsJam, the no vig fair odds calculator and the EV calculator, expected value. So we're winning this bet 55.85% of the time at minus 112 odds, $100 stake. So our profit margin is 5.72, right, on an $100 stake, 572. So 5.72%. We're staking 112, so 640 in EV, which you can see right here with slight differences due to rounding. So again, OddsJam just shows you data-driven sports bets. No fluff, no BS, just shows you where is the math telling you to look for these line discrepancies in these mathematically profitable MLB betting picks. So let me know if you like this pick for tonight. Let me know if you're tailing. Let's make some money.